Hello, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Kitaholic Kits where I am going to use my design space at process video 257 if you don't want to if you want to skip over this part. So I wanted to show you how you can back a full cut file like this for one solid paper. So I decided to use a yellow paper from Amy Tan to do the part of the cut file, and I'm just showing you that where all the white stuff is at, you want to turn it blue and have that ready so that you can cut that part out. And then I will show you how I went back through, did the exact same thing, and then show you how you can do the full like back white piece that I want to use for it. So here I am, I'm just clicking on it and I'm just playing around with it. I'm going to turn on my templates and you can see how I got it, and that's where that little gray box template that shows up, and I make this the right cut file size that I want. And I'm going to let you guys know, sorry for my voice, I am week 1 into my school teaching and I got to retrain my voice, and I'm going to talk way more than I normally do. So it cut out. Now I'm waiting for it to come back to normal. So I thought I was going to do my picture as a full 4x6, and then I had to cut it down because it wasn't going to work the way I wanted it to. So here I am, I'm just playing around with it, and then I realized that I can cut this cut file in half, and you'll see how I do this. So I use the slice option. So I make this bigger, and then I cut it with the slice, which is in the bottom right corner, and I get the 2 pieces that I want. So without deleting them, I show you that I do put them together, and then I know how I'm going to put where my photo is going to go. So now I'm backing myself backwards. I'm going undo, 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 undo all the way through, and then I make sure that everything shows up, and then I put it all back together. So you can use that slice option, go all the way back, and then do it. So I send this number 1 to the front, to my machine, and this one's going to cut everything out. So now I'm back to doing the other piece. So I go get the exact same cut file, and instead of doing all of the pieces, I'm just doing my background. So then you'll see here shortly it'll be gray, and that's what you want. Now I've done this a couple of different other times, so I will link my playlist down below. So see how it's all grayed out, and that's what you want. So then I take that, make it the same size, send that to the machine, and then they both cut out. So then if you don't, then they're done, because I didn't want to do anything else extra to the cut files. I just wanted to have a solid piece. Now you would have to essentially back this the whole time. It's really, really, really hard to try to do it for at least on the Cricut. I'm still working on how I can back everything individually, but for right now I did at least show you how to back if you want a solid piece. So this white paper's from Close to My Heart, and then the yellow paper that I'm working on is one of my stash items from Amy Tan. And now I'm placing it, and see, now I'm going to cut this because I did it on the design space. It actually works out really well, and now you can't even tell that I actually cut this by the time I get done. And even looking in the still shots, you won't even know that I did cut it. You would think that this is how it's supposed to look. So I take the Close to My Heart photo, Close to My Heart gray paper. That's going to be my background. And then I do use one of the kit papers as my major focal point with the colors. I absolutely love how the colors turned out on this page. And I'm just showing you that I'm going to use the regular fun foam. I'm going to cut it all up in the magic of YouTube. I'll come back with it all being done. I do also use dimensionals on it because some of the pieces, I wasn't going to cut this up, but I use it because I felt like it would push down if I didn't. So I'm going through all the papers that I have left, and I'm going to back this up, make it all nice and fun like I always do with all my layering. And then I just make sure everything looks good. for that part. And then it's pretty well, like for my photo and paper wise, I'm done. Then I just strictly spend the rest of the time doing embellishments. So I hope that you're enjoying the Kitaholic Kits. I absolutely love this first month's kit that I've gotten, since August is my very first month for them. I love this paper. I love that I have all this paper, and I love that I'm not going to be putting almost all of this back into my stash. So I'm super excited for that. And now I'm just placing down. So all these little pieces here are from the cut apart sheet that comes with the main kit. I cut up most of this. I haven't cut all of it up. And you'll see how I use all these little bits and pieces once I get them lined up and figure out what I'm going to do with them. I still have about a half a sheet left. And make it work for what I want it to look like. Now I do place all these little embellishments throughout the layout and make it just with a bunch of different colors and making it work, and I love the way it looks, and it's just simple and gorgeous for me. Make sure that you do go check out all of the links down below. The Confessions of the Paper Addict, Virginia Walker's Etsy shop will be linked down below for this particular cut file if you would like it. And then also I will have all of the Kitaholic Kits information down below as well. Their website, their community page, and all of that stuff. This is the August kit that I am working with. And at the time of this filming, this was my third layout that I've done. I have now done a live, and I still have 2 more layouts to go, and I am running out of stuff. So that is why I said I love getting kits, because very seldom do I put anything in my stash. I normally can pull out of my stash if I need to, but for the most part, I always have to pull out of my stash because I always use up the kits. That's the cool part. And if I do absolutely have to put something into my stash, it's very little. And so now I'm going to start placing down the cut file that I have and start getting my embellishments down. I absolutely love how this turns out. So a little bit about the photo. The photo is from Italy still. This is the wine, part of my wine walk that we went on that particular summer. And what's facing to me is the sunset going down, or that's behind us. And then what we see where the camera person is standing to take our photo, we see the lunar eclipse. Now, I've done the lunar eclipse like a long time ago. I think I done it last year sometime. I used a cut file on it or something. But this is just on that same bridge. It was awesome to see it because very seldom, you know, we weren't expecting, I don't pay attention to astronomy by any means. And I didn't even realize it was going on until I was like, hey, look, the sun and the moon is doing the lunar eclipse. So it's pretty cool. That we could witness something like that while we were in a complete different country and across the globe. So that was pretty cool. But this photo is of my husband, myself, and my daughter, obviously. And my husband, of all people, I absolutely, positively love him to death. However, everybody always makes fun of him because he never smiles. I always get the, how can you do this? And he never smiles. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of used to it by now. So he does it in every photo. Now he just does it on purpose because we've all talked about it. And so I figured, you know what? I thought it would be perfect because he's never smiling in him, that it would be, all you need is love, because he'll never get that smile from him. So I thought this cut file was fitting. Excuse me. And so now I'm placing down all of these embellishments. I'm getting them ready to go. I'm making them all nice and neat and pretty. And just getting them all glued down. Now I find some thread that works. I absolutely love the purple thread that comes out of this. I do put the gray in 2 different spots, and then the purple is just down here in the bottom. I decided to leave 3 embellishments, the middle embellishments without thread, and then the outside embellishments with thread. And it works out pretty well. I actually like how it looks. Turns out pretty good. And then make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. I do upload. Just give me a little bit of time. I'm going to catch myself back up, and then I will be back to 2 to 3 layouts a week. I am in my first week of school, so school is crazy. I've been sleeping. I'm a very much of a night owl and a morning person. I'm kind of a mixture of both. And let me tell you, I've been sleeping. That's what my body's been telling me. You need to sleep, Miranda. So that's what I've been doing. And I am going to use up these hearts. I am going to round out with some Nuva Mists. So I'm going to turn on a little bit of music just towards the end of this for you to finish up with the Nuva Mist. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to talk to you soon. Bye!